What's up, guys? I want to talk about something kind of funny. The other day, Mr. Nick Jenkins gives me a compliment that I did not understand at first because I did not know who this was. He kind of said that I looked like Gordon Ryan, a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu or submission grappling, whatever, uh, competitor, champion, whatever you want to say. Um, this guy's jacked to the freaking gills, dude. Crazy. Oh, I love to see it though, man. I know people complain about, oh, so and so is on steroids, and oh, so and so is a cheater. Who gives a fuck, dude? I come from the days, like, one of my favorite martial arts events, organizations, where you want to say, was K1, dude. So I come from the days of watching K1 in like the late 90s, early 2000s, when all these guys were on like horse steroids, you know what I mean? They were on like everything. And it was so entertaining to see the biggest, strongest, and most technical guys just beat the shit out of each other. Like, holy crap. That is entertainment. Good old-fashioned entertainment. But here's the thing, man. And this is the reason why I didn't know who the hell Gordon Ryan was. Around 2012, I just kind of decided to stop following sports and stop watching TV. And until I got married and moved in with my wife, I literally didn't watch jack shit other than like a few shows on Netflix or Hulu or some stuff my friends recommend. I would just like either subscribe to Netflix or something, or, you know, find it online somewhere, you know, for free. But I'd not own a freaking TV for like 7 years of my life. And honestly, those years were the best of my life. And I'm not trying to say like, you know, I'm not trying to tell anybody like, oh, you should stop watching TV, or you should stop watching sports, or whatever. I honestly, I'm not even sure I remember why I just stopped. I think I just did it as like an experiment or something, you know? I'm always a guy who experiments with like fasting, right? This concept of like, taking something you enjoy and abstaining from it, right? So I really enjoyed TV and stuff like this. I really enjoyed sports like UFC and stuff like this. And I think I just decided to like fast from it, and then I just never got into it again. So I literally haven't watched, other than, you know, maybe a few fights here and there, any MMA, any jiu-jitsu. I mean, not even really football. This is like on TV at my friend's place or something. I don't watch anything, guys. I mean, you know what I mean? I just stopped giving a shit. And I feel like my life is better for giving up these things, you know? And again, I'm not trying to say like anybody else should do that. That was just something I decided to do kind of out of the blue. And stuck with it for no good reason. Ran with it, you know? But I did find personally that during those, I don't know, 6-7 years, that period of my life, I was more productive, I was more happy, I was less distracted, right? And I made a lot of life gains during that time, right? Got my frickin' black belts in Taekwondo, you know, started teaching, did a lot of volunteer work, you know, got promotions in my career, yada yada yada. Found a you know, a great woman, you know what I mean, who I married and now live with. So it's good for me. And again, I'm not saying that's gonna be good for everybody, because, you know, it's like nowadays it's like, well, how do you even relate to people without watching a sport. How do you even relate to people without watching, some new show on fucking Netflix or whatever? It's like sometimes I don't even feel like a person. And I think that's kind of weird and a negative consequence of my abstinence from TV and sports and stuff like that for so long, which is why I'm kind of back into it now. I still don't watch or consume a lot of media and sports and stuff, but if somebody recommends something to me, I'll check it out. But yeah, man, that's why I don't know who the fuck Gordon Ryan is until like yesterday. I just haven't followed this stuff. I just don't really give a shit about any of that stuff anymore. One thing that really kind of saddened me a long time ago was I was finding, I was a huge fan of MMA, right? Huge fan of like UFC and Pride FC and stuff like this. K1. And like it seemed like every other fighter who I loved to watch was just like going downhill health wise. I assume CTE issues, there's guys like Mike Bernardo who like committed suicide. Depression, a big symptom of CTE, brain injuries, traumatic brain injuries from getting hit and stuff like that, taking impacts. There's guys like Mark Hunt, also, brain issues, health issues now. Gary Goodridge, people like this, people who I love to watch fight, who I found entertaining and like supported back in the day, are just wrecked from it now. That really like hurts me, you know what I mean? And that's another reason why I don't really consume MMA or really any kind of sports anymore, including American football, because I really think it's just like, I don't know. I don't want to support something that hurts people, I guess. It's just me. And again, I'm not saying like anybody else who's watching this should like feel the same way. This is just how I feel personally. So I'm going to act accordingly to how I feel. You know what I mean? I don't really give a shit other people support it. That's them. That's their lives, their opinions and stuff. No judgment at all if you enjoy that kind of stuff, because that's like normal. You know what I mean? I'm the abnormal one. Anyway, I guess that's all I want to talk about. Fasting's a cool thing, guys. It doesn't just mean not eating, right? Or not drinking, or not having sex, or whatever. It can be whatever you want it to be. Maybe you really enjoy, I don't know, playing video games or something. Maybe try to not do that for a month. See how you feel. You might be surprised, what happens to you, like mentally, spiritually, etc. Fasting is definitely an interesting and useful thing. So if you take anything from this video, maybe take that from this video. Maybe try fasting from something in your life. It doesn't have to be something that you deem as like negatively impacting your life. It could be anything. Just try to abstain from that and see what happens, guys. Work out your power of will. You know what I mean? You might find that pretty interesting. Anyway, peace.